Hello. Sorry, I was just looking at the card for today. One of the cards for today. Okay, so I've pulled the Oracle, pulled the okay, let's now have all three. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Interesting. Sorry. Anyway. Hello, how are we? My brain is a whirring. My brain is a whirl. It is going quite quickly. Maybe not as fast as I would like it to go, but still it is going quite quickly. So this morning I had one of my story dreams, which I think I've talked about several times before on this channel. But anyway, I have very vivid story dreams that either are like flashes of different scenes in a particular story or like plot lines. Sometimes they make sense, sometimes they're more symbolic, but either way, I do have some very vivid dreams that are like very, like I can tell they're stories. And I have always had these. And so for many, many years, I have kept on and off dream journals. But there have been, over the last couple of years, several dreams that I'm like, oh, I'm going to remember this for sure. Like, I don't need to put it in my phone. I don't need to put it in my journal, whatever. I'll remember it. Bad mistake. Either way, today I woke up with a story dream and I had the realization that this is a familiar story dream. I have had it before. I know that I have not written it down. So one of my story dreams has returned to me. So I did get up this morning and I have been writing, handwriting, because that's just how the story dreams have to be written for whatever reason. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 8 pages handwritten. 8, 1 and 2. So I have been very busy today. I have no idea what word count I'm already at, but this is not in, maybe it is. Is it in this series? I'm not sure. Either way, possibly in this series, possibly not. I don't know. But either way, I have been on a roll this morning. I have just been writing my little heart out by hand about this story dream, and I think I am coming closer to the end scene of the dream, but it's going to still take a little bit of time. But I am definitely, like, I have more to write for this particular story dream. So I am pleased as punch that I have had this much writing already today, even if it's not necessarily in what I thought I would be writing today. So I'm going to be continuing to write in heater on this story dream until this is out. And then I will be able to hopefully switch over to Chimera Moon Book 2 and continue with that. But either way, I'm super pleased at the creativity and the fact that a story dream returned to me, even after I didn't write it down the first time. I don't know how long ago the first dream was, but I am definitely super pleased that my my story came back to me. So I am hoping that your writing is going as well as mine today. So let me say hello, and then we will do the cards, and then we will get to writing. Okay, so Megan, the job interview that you interviewed for yesterday was a scam. Oh no, back to square one. How will you ever find a job? That stinks. Did they, well, I'm assuming that since you've applied for it, they in some way have some of your personal information. So you may have to be on the lookout for some scary paranoid things. Paget says to Megan, ugh, that sucks. Yes, indeed. Megan says, I know, I'm so annoyed. I really wanted to be employed by a real job. Is that really asking too much? I don't think so. No. Jenna says, hi all, not able to hang, just swinging by to fist bump the like button and send some hugs and encouragement. Take care of yourself. Hope you're all well. You wish you didn't have to miss these due to classes. There's always the replay, and there are always more sprints to be found during Nano. So take care. And Paget says, wish you could stay as well. Yes. Paget says, that's so frustrating to Megan. Charlie is here. Hey. Hope you're doing better today. Hope today the creativity is flowing the way that you want it to, and the darkness is not approaching too much. Anne says, hello. Mark says, hi. Hello. Nina says, hello, everyone. Hello. Stacy says, you're doing great. You just hit 25K in your project. Yay. That's amazing. Cool Gamer says, hello, everybody. Hello. CB says, hello. CB says, I was right. The news you got today does mean that you're going to have to finish Nano lickety split. Is this because you're moving back home? In which case, that's a good thing. Crossing my fingers for you that you're able to move home soon. Nina says, you just started to make a spreadsheet where you will put all of the books that you own, and you're going to sort it by author in the end. Gotcha. Cataloging your inventory. Yes. Shadows Lair says, afternoon. Hello. I think this is Sako. Falls into the chat. Yes. I think, yes, Sako. Hey, Jen, and switches account. Yes. That's what I thought. Mama Maggie says, hello, lovelies. We're coming over from Bonnie Being Bonnie's stream. Welcome. CB says you had to stop your Spanish for now so you can focus. Gotcha. Nina says you also add what format you have them in. Okay, paperback versus hardback. Yeah. And the language, and if you have read it or not. This is going to take a while. Yes, but you will have a much better inventory when you are done. And if you put it on Google Sheets instead of just like your laptop, then you would be able to access it via your phone when you go to the bookstore to see if you have it or not. Or if you go thrifting for books. So Mama Maggie says, please make friends with the like button. That would be very kind of you. Yes. Jen Rice Romance says, hi. Hello. Nikki says, hey, everyone. Hello. Bunny Being Bunny says, hello all and happy Monday writing. Happy Monday writing to you. Jen says, that's awful about Megan's fake job interview situation. You're going to have to be on the lookout for bad actors. Yes. Yeah. Mama Maggie says, I'm so sorry that happened to you. Yes. That stinks. Laura says, yo ho ho. Hello. And Mama Maggie says to Jen, how is the ghosting going? Are we going ghost hunting? Are we ghosting someone? Are we ghost writing? Which ghosting are we talking about, if you feel like sharing? Sophie says, hey, just found your channel. Welcome to the Dawdling Writers channel. We sprint, we do creative things, we chat, we channel sometimes chaotic energy. And yeah. Jen says, hey Maggie, I'm tired and I don't want to do, you're tired and you don't want to work today. How are you? I mean, that is a whole mood. What is I think it's like a TikTok or a short sound that I don't really want to work today, just like repeated in different tones. That's kind of, yes. Mark says, I'm so close to finishing your final round of editing. Ooh, would you be able to get it done today, or are you not quite that close? Heather says, hello. Megan says, welcome to Sophie. Charlie says, thanks. You are feeling better. Yay, you're not going to push the writing, but you're hoping to get some done. Excellent. And if you just need to swap over to art for a different creativity outlet, go for it. Laura says, you just redrafted chapter 1 of Vampire Romance, threading things through and upping the chemistry and the emotion, hopefully. Excellent. Looks like you'll be back home in time for Christmas. Yay! So you went ahead and ordered your new tree and ordered super cute Super Mario ornament for it. Excellent. I love that for you. Mama Maggie says, you're tired as well. Family had you running amok all weekend, and now you need to get ahead before next weekend when they're likely to do it again. Excuse me, I have the hiccups, y'all. Stacy says, oh, that is a good idea for when thrifting books. Yes. You have bought doubles before and it sucked. Yeah, I have as well, which is why I know that I should not have it on paper because it's too much paper, and that I should have it on the Google Doc where I can access it whenever it's updated. That's how I know, because mistakes were made. Stacy says, welcome to Sophie. Saku says to Laura, don't toss what you had before, though. This is also true. Is it Yinjai? Please, I apologize if I have mispronounced your name. It's currently 1:09 and you woke up 20 minutes ago. Welcome to the land of the awake. I am also a night owl, so I know how this can happen. CB says, I chopped 160 chapters off of your contents page. Wow, it was 610 chapters long, but you're not doing Agents of Shields as an Avenger watch right now. Gotcha. Ooh, Mark will be done within the next sprint. Yes. Yes. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, so cards and then sprint. Okay, so the first card that I pulled was the Oracle card. So it is the Stag. Take the Lead. This is from Colette Baron Reed's Spirit Animal Oracle deck. So whether or not you have set your intention to lead, you may have found yourself being called to step up to the forefront of your life. The Stag is a reminder that now is a time to heed the call to be sure, strong, and compassionate. Others will look to you, and you have it within you to see through the eyes of the Stag and walk with confidence as you take on the responsibilities that are yours to fulfill. Model integrity in all you do. Be willing to see the best in others. Your responsibilities are also to yourself. Let me repeat that. Your responsibilities are also to yourself. So make sure that you are learning and developing new skills and also taking care of yourself. So taking action, stepping up, walk the talk, and that's how a wise leader leads. So that is walk the talk. We want to be the author, we got to write the book. We want to be the author, we got to edit the book. We got to finish the book. We got to finish the dang thing. Okay, next card is the True Black Destiny card. Destiny. I'm assuming that this is going to be a major arcana, but I don't know which. Here we go. Okay, it's coming after. Is this supposed to be in terms of like Wheel of Time, maybe? Or Wheel? I don't know. Either way, Destiny card. Here we go. Very strange looking sort of head changing into this spiral. Downward spiral? I'm not sure. It's a very strange looking image. He's got some alchemical symbols in his hands, some thread. So reversal, fate, luck, and inevitability. Destiny is an unknowable, uncontrollable force affecting the world of mortals, but unable to be affected itself. In this deck, it's a replacement for the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, yes. Destiny sits calmly, patiently, and seemingly embodied in a near-human entity, though it is not part of this world. Its motivations and thoughts cannot be understood. Its uncannily thick neck leads to an almost beast-like snout, which encircles a multi-dimensional infinity portal. Within it spins many small orbs, which dance and weave a future that cannot be predicted. As it weaves the strands of collective fate, it towers over the golden sphere that is our world, protective yet menacing. In his two lower hands, he holds an upright and downturned triangle, symbols of opposition, earth and heaven, good and evil, beginning and end. Destiny represents events that are beyond human control or prediction, whether for the better or worse. These can sometimes be life-altering, bringing an uncanny feeling of fate or inevitability. Okay, so the interweaving strands are a reference to the fates and their weaving in Greek mythology. Yes, okay. So we have fate. So we have take the lead, be a leader, walk the talk, and destiny. And then we have 6 of Cups. So, like, maybe you don't have to do it alone. Is this the memories, nostalgia, sentimentality, sweetness, innocence, affection, and reunions? Card of nostalgia and longingness for happiness of days gone by. Okay. So maybe you don't. You can think fondly on the past, but don't get stuck there as you take the lead. Take the lead, step forward, and yeah, but don't get too lost in the past. I think that's what it's saying. I think we have to move forward. Don't get too lost in the past and what was, in order to create our own new fate, and the new fate that we want. Okay. So those are our 3 cards for today. Hopefully some of that makes sense for either you or your characters. And we need a sprinty sprint. Okay. Is the stag trying to tell you that you should take a break and walk to stretch your book? Possibly. And not get wrapped up in your story after having a 5K day yesterday, not sleeping, and already hitting 3K today? Possibly, but that is amazing. Those are amazing numbers. Charlie pulled the 8 on the path of silence, unfaith. Sometimes our love is a thing is a barrier that stops us from doing what is best, and we must turn our back on it. That's a really interesting connection with the 6 of Cups that I pulled. So like getting too tied down in our love of something that is past. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I like this. I like all of this coming togetherness. Okay. All right. Let's do a card, or not card, timer. Do we want to do Nano Googly Eyes, which is silent, or do we want to do a Waves soundtrack? So one of the water timers. So silent Googly Eyes or beach sounds? Which would you prefer? Nikki votes for the Nano Googly Eyes. Laura votes for Waves. Sako votes for Googly Eyes. Okay, Googly Eyes seems to be the winner for this round. Okay. Present, share, Chrome tab, Googly Eyes. Make it big. Make sure we have the banner up, which I do not. Okay. All right. So 1, make sure that you save your document if you have been working digitally. If not, now's a great time to pull your document up, which I will go ahead and do, so that when I finish writing by hand, I will be able to write digitally after the fact. 2, make sure that you have something to hydrate with and go ahead and take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too badly. And 4, if you need a break for bio break, snacks, refilling your hydration, stretch break, whatever it is, make sure that you are taking care of yourself as we are writing. So here we go, 25-minute silent timer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, that was the first sprint. How'd we do? I, again, have been doing really well. I think I got close to 1 3/4 pages. My handwriting's a little sloppier, so I probably don't have as many words per page. I'm gonna have to put a little sticky or flag so that I know where this starts. There. So yeah, so I got, I started at here, wrote all of this other page, and then have written that much. So that was a good bit during 25 minutes. Fantastic. Love that for me. Love that for my story dream. Again, for those of you who came in late, I had one of those like dreams that you wake up from and you're like, I should write this story down. A couple of years ago, whenever I had this dream initially, I did not. And then I had it again this morning. And so I was able to actually get up and start writing. So I have written quite a few pages now. We're working on page 10 of handwriting, which is a lot. Ooh, yay, Mark, you're now ready to print it. Yay. That's amazing. I'm so glad you finished editing and you are ready to print. That's amazing. Also, speaking of printing, we have like a Brother brand printer, or two of them really. And the toner cartridges, it's a laser, but the toner cartridges are kind of expensive. But they have like compatible versions, knockoffs, I guess, or made in the same factory, but just like sold as extras, and then sold not under their branding. I don't know how the factories work, but you know, kind of like some of the house brands for like groceries, they're just like they're from the same line. They're just like extras that that grocery store bought the excess from the original manufacturer. Anyway, so Mom's toner had been running out, so I ordered another like pair of compatible replacements. So I replaced her toner, and it looks dark and crisp now. Crisp. Mine is still going for now. But I know that should I decide to print out another full manuscript, I will probably have to replace the toner. So yeah. Okay, let's see. So Tasneem came in. Hello, welcome, hopping in. Julie is here. Hello. Lorenzo came in. Hello. The Legend came in. Welcome. Oh no, Injai, you had to restart your PC. I've done that before, and that's frustrating. Saka went into an OCD loop, and you're looking for alternatives. Okay, hopefully you can find one. Julie says you were just getting settled after lunch and filling the water bottle. You're ready to work in the next one. Excellent. Good. Good, good. Stacy got 502 words, and you moved along the story. Fantastic. Shadow's Lair ate lunch. Excellent. Anne says that went well. 644 words. Nice. And the main character is about to meet the love of her life, but she has no idea. Hooray. Yes. Lisa is here. Hello, all. You hope everyone is having a happy and productive day. You're joining a little late, but you are set up and ready to go. Excellent. Good. CB says 515 words. Nice. Charlie got 279 words on the Santa Closet, and the phrase Christmas Daddy has been said for the first time. Excellent. Yes, if y'all do not know, Charlie is writing the Santa Closet, and it's on a villa. So you can read it as Charlie has been writing. No pressure, Charlie, but it's quite fun. Prophet says, congrats to Mark for finishing. Sophie says 400 words in that sprint at 11,000, so just 600 more until you are finished for the day. Fantastic. Charlie says congrats to Mark on finishing. Prophet also says to Mark, always knew you could make it. Yes. Mark says thank you and happy face. Stacy says I'm actually kind of scared to print this out. I mean, Yes. So I would definitely make sure that you are printing duplex if you can, meaning two sides. And if you are the kind to edit on your paper, just remember that you may or may not have to adjust the spacing or the margin size in order to give yourself room for notes. CB says, if you're thinking of upgrading your printer, do not get a Canon. They are awful. I like Brother. The only problem is that Brother's laser printers, usually the black and white ones, are the more price affordable ones. But they are very good. Like I think we've only had one die on us, and we usually have just bought replacements because we wanted additional features. But yeah, I think we've only had one actually die on us in all of the Brothers that we have ever purchased. And they go forever. They're very durable, which is nice. Right now we have, I have the one that has, it's a copier and a scanner bed. That's what a copier is, Jules. Brain, hello. Sorry. Mama Maggie says 206 and you played the cat at the door game. Oh no, but it was the dogs instead of the cat. The in and out, in and out. Mm-hmm. Yep. CB is laughing at that. Charlie says, I put it on Vela to get some pressure to finish it. Gotcha. Heather listened to the hubby who was on the phone with a family friend and ate lunch. Excellent. Bonnie says, got lunch and stretched, going back into the document. Fantastic. Sophie does not own a printer, so you have to print at the library. It is expensive. Yes. I would, if you can save up for a simple black and white printer. Black and white is, while it can't do everything, it is usually more cost reasonable. And laser is better than an inkjet because you don't have to refill the liquid things. So you don't have to replace the cartridge as often. Heather says, oh, and I drew the 5 of swords. Ah, okay. Nice. Nikki got 113 words. Excellent. All the words. It's fantastic. Okay. All right. So for those of you who are new to my channel, self-promo time is what the second sprint is. So if you have something that you would like to promote, please keep it writing adjacent. Now is your chance to do so during the second sprint. So if you have a YouTube channel that has writing content, if you have a Twitch channel, of course, same thing. If you have an Etsy store, if you have an Amazon author page, please do let us know what your Amazon author name and or the title of your book is. If you have social media that you want us to follow, please let us know what your handles are or what your website and your blog are. So all of that, please make sure that you take the chance to do some self-promo this sprint. Just remember that if you do not have a blue wrench of power, you will not be able to post direct links. You can get around those automated filters by spelling out the word dot in .com and putting in some extra spaces where there are dots or slashes. That is how you get around the automated filters the majority of the time. And because this is the self-promo sprint, I usually do a 30-minute sprint. I'll just take this 45 and scroll it down to as close to 30 as I can get. Perfect. That does not happen often. Okay. So during this self-promo sprint, also remember to 1, save your document, especially if you have made some progress. 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever it is you are supposed to be hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4, if you need a break, take one. Here we go, 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that was that. That was the end of second sprint. Please make sure that if you have not done your self promo and you intended to do so, please make sure that you do that in the chat. I am slowly sort of coming to the end of the information that I have from the story dream. I'm on page 12 of my handwritten, just getting all of this out onto paper. I mean, surprisingly, it has been very linear, very, very chronological, very linear. No real issues so far, which is fantastic. Knock on wood. And it continues to go that way. Okay, so I got about another 2 front and back ish, I think. Maybe? I think so. But again, like I'm going slightly messier today. It's not as compact as I would normally go. But holy heck, y'all, I have not handwritten this much, like with this much flow in quite some time. So the handwriting that I did yesterday, I mean, apparently clicked something for me. So I am very, very much appreciative of the amount of creative story that is currently rolling around in my brain. So yeah, handwriting works, y'all. At least for me, for this instance. Okay, let me scroll up because Mama Maggie did so much for us. Thank you so very, very much for the link parade. Y'all make sure to follow your fellow sprinters and writers when you can. Also, at the top of the self-promo stuff, I did pop in and then pinned the tiny URL for the authortube channel list and stream links for this month. So please make sure that you check out this link if you are interested in more streams for the rest of this month, not just for my channel, but across authortube that we can find. So again, make sure that you check out, and if you are going to bookmark a tab, please bookmark the one that says authortube channels, because the date tabs are going to disappear as time goes on. So again, if you're going to bookmark, which I highly recommend you do, please bookmark the first tab. Okay. Also, if you need a journal, a tarot journal specifically for your 3-card draws, I made one. It's available on Amazon. You should check it out. I also have a farting timer playlist that is silent except for the farts at the end. But they're cute little critters that have a little bit of gas. And it's amusing. Amusing alternative to your googly eyes. And Mama Maggie says, check out my Crazy Cat Lady timers. And there's the YouTube link for that. Jen Writes Romance has a link tree in the bio that has all of the info. CB has 15 stories on archive of her own under the name Pepperoni Fan 1982. Sako says, by the way, I have the tarot book that Jules made, and it's a wonderful way to think about your readings and track them. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Mama Maggie says, the Crazy Cat Lady, how I became a Crazy Cat Lady to survive the zombie apocalypse, zompocalypse story. And there is the ink link for that story. Sophie Lee says, I'd like to self-promote my channel. It's just Sophie Lee here on YouTube. You post about books, travel, and soon your first NaNoWriMo experience. Excellent. Mama Maggie says, here is my Amazon link with all of your books, including the latest Editingle Halloween anthology with Mirror Mirror Minotaur, Daisy the Werecow, number 3. CB says, the link is on my YouTube page in the About section for your archive of your own. Yes, also hashtag free Devin. Thank you so much for Devin Cutting for helping create the alternative to Devin's playlists, which we're still waiting and hoping that we can get Devin's channel back. But in the meantime, we are using the spreadsheet that is linked in the tiny URL. Here is Mama Maggie. Here's the link played. Thank you. Here is Megan's YouTube channel with the feminist We Will Not Go Back video anthology. Here is Paget's channel. Here is Jenna's channel. Here is Charlie's channel. Here is Anne's channel. Here is Heather. Heather says, I offer freelance line editing, copy editing, proofreading, beta reading, sensitivity reading to independent authors and publishers. Here is Mark's channel. Here is Nikki's channel. Here is Nina's channel. Here is Stacy. Y'all can just right click, open a new tab, make sure that you're following, that kind of fun stuff. Heather says, that said, you're not okay. Oh, yes, you specialize in speculative fiction and mystery thrillers, but will also edit nonfiction. Here's CB's channel link. Here is the Shadows Lair channel link. Here is Sako's alternate channel. And here is Sako's regular channel. CB has a quick question. Is Hope Van Dyne older or younger than Tony Stark? I have no idea. I'm sorry. Heather does free sample edits of up to 1,000 words. Excellent. Here's Bonnie Being Bonnie's daily nano sprint channel. Here is Heather's link tree. Here is Jen Writes Romance, the YouTube channel. Here is Laura Nettles for all the scary content and pretty timers, as well. Julie says, thank you for all the links, Mama Maggie. Yes. Here is Heather's channel. Here is Ying Jai's channel. So make sure that you are following all of your new friends. Here is Sophie Lee's channel. Here is Tasneem's channel. And here is Julie's the author with a Prophecy of Ash, or Prophecy in Ash, excuse me. And also, yes, if you want people to follow you on Nano, please share your handle. Mine is just the Dawdling Writer. Feel free to add me as a buddy if you want. Heather says, also have an Etsy shop, and the link is in your link tree. And Becca is here. Hello. Excellent. Welcome. Heather says, I will be on Shannon's channel tomorrow at noon. The link for this is in the AuthorTube spreadsheet that should be over on this side for y'all. Marvel sure is frustrating sometimes. Yes. Yes, 'tis. Mama Maggie is Penumbra Mine MM Ward on all platforms, including Nano. Charlie says, what if at a party, Santa's ex, Krampus, showed up with his new boyfriend, Jack Frost, and his nemesis, Loki? Find out in the Santa Closet here on Kindle Vella. And there's the link for that. Excellent. Heather Dewey Patet is Heather Dewey Patet on all platforms. Here is Becca's channel for all the writing, screenwriting, and costuming vlogs. Yes. Stacy says, just had an exhausting time figuring out how to put text message dialogues in your story, and you are not quite certain it sounds like a text message dialogue and not just dialogue. Mom Maggie says, I've seen you have several books with text messages. One had it laid out like it looks on a phone, but the formatting for that is very hard to do. The other you kept as bold text with no punctuation. There is not a standard that indicates texting in the body of a story. I don't know why it arranged it this way, but yes, Sophie Kinsella has a book called I've Got Your Number. And the premise for this is like a text exchange where the two characters begin to fall in love through the text exchange, among other things. And I did go and look it up, and I think, so this is an email. So they have done it sort of like block quote almost with a slightly different font. And then, so it's like a slightly different font and block quote. So it's kind of separated out. But I don't have the physical book, so I can't like show you further down than what the sample does, because it does get into like text exchange between the two characters. So if you happen to have a copy, or your library happens to have a copy, and you would like to take a look at the formatting in that, I thought that was a pretty well done text exchange. Like it was pretty clear like who was talking when. So I would say that was a pretty good traditionally published version of text exchange. CB says, if I'm remembering this properly, and chances are you're not, Babysitter's Friends Forever series, the later main series books, they used Courier New for email and text messages. Okay, so they used, again, a different font. Gotcha. Charlie says, I did tech support for other job. That's Sprint. Still waiting to find out if it worked. Gotcha. Stacy says to Mama Maggie, you ended up using the sort of like arrow brackets around each message, but you don't know if the messages sounded like something that one would send in a text. Okay, so it's also a dialogue, diction, word choice issue or syntax, depending on how you have written it. It could be any of the above. Nikki got 150 words. Excellent. Shadow's Lair says, me as I'm writing, getting in the flow. Microsoft News Alert. Right. Right. Why, Microsoft? Why? Exactly. CB got 82 words, spent most of the sprint trying to figure out how old Hope Van Dyne is. Typical Marvel, no info at all. And got 388 that time. Excellent. You really love the googly-eyed timers. Yay! The only audio that is in them is from the YouTube audio library. So if you want to use them in your own streams, should you host your own, feel free. Stacy says, oh, I got 399 words. So that's 901 words this stream. Excellent. 316 this time for Lisa. Started a new chapter/scene. Still figuring out where it's going. Excellent. Prophet said, hello, suckers. But did a cry for help on the social media. Oh, no. Stacy says, I think I'm going to take the next sprint for self-care. Excellent. Good. Julie says, I have to go to my actual job. Ugh, thanks for hosting. You got a decent amount of editing done. Excellent. Good. Laura has edited chapter 1 of the Vampire Romance with a more fleshed out version of the characters. Yay. Sako says, Moonstruck. Sophie made it to your writing goal for the day. Yay! 1,400 words written this evening. Time to sign off and go for a walk before your evening routine. It's been great writing with you. See you soon. Excellent. Sako uses different fonts for DMs and texts. Excellent. Excellent. All right, we're going to go to a next sprint because we need some more words. We need some more words. All right, I kind of want the glasses and mustache because it's cute. We're going to scroll it down. It is 237. We'll scroll it down to a 25. If I can find the right spot. We're close to it. Close to it anyway. All right. My mom is printing something and it's coming to my printer. Okay. All right. So 1, save your document and all the progress that you have been making, especially if you've actually been working in your digital document. 2, make sure that you have a sip of whatever it is you are hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. How was that sprint? I started counting how much I have gotten so far. Because with my handwriting as weird as it is today, and sometimes like adding dialogue in, it's not always it makes for an inaccurate estimate, shall we say, if I just try and estimate. So I have been counting, and I'm on page 10 of 12, and I have counted 2,700 thus far. So I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be 28, 29, maybe 30, 32 to 3,300 by the time that I am done counting what I've written so far, which makes for a great writing day today, even if it's all done by hand, and even if it's all not necessarily appropriate for this particular story. But it is definitely a great amount of progress for today. Okay, let's see where you guys are. Yeah, we're talking about zombie stories, and Mama Maggie has a fungal zombie story, in case you did not know that. The Pharaoh's famous fungus. Padgett says, I'm still editing. I think I will just keep editing until you die. Mama Maggie says, no, don't die. Oh, goodness. Sako is encouraging Padgett to stop at revision 5 rather than go further into more revisions. Rita was going in for a first writing sprint of the day. Zombie edit modes. Let's see. Heather says that's why there are those of us who edit and love it. So maybe you should think about paying somebody else to do it if you have the funds to do so. Anne says, the energy is gone for this evening, so no more writing for me, but thank you for the sprint. You're welcome. Patch says, okay, so tech support was accomplished and you are tired now. Tech support does do that, doesn't it? Being tech support, anyway. Bethany is here. Hello there. Hello. CB just broke 25K. Yay! So you've got your reward. Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi on. Charlie says, anyone have a spoon I can borrow of energy? Petch says, true, in terms of paying for an editor. Stacy says, I was looking at my nano stats and I've been averaging about 3,700 words a day. Wow. You guess getting 5K yesterday really boosted that stat. Yes, I would think so. It says you are on path to finish by November 13th. Nice. CB says 476 words. Excellent. Good. Stacy did not write. You played a game on your phone and listened to music. Excellent. Mama Maggie says 296 and laundry loads switched but not folded. Side note, the lip color is stunning. Thank you. I finally remembered to bring in the thing. So in case you're curious, it is the Superstay Matte Ink. I don't know if it'll focus or not. There we go. Superstay Matte Ink. The one in a rectangular tube. And this particular one is 115. That's not gonna. It's 115 Founder. I have the other one is number 80, I think. 115, and then the other one is like slightly more muted. Rita says 300 handwritten words on a chapter that you started yesterday. Yay! I'm convincing people to handwrite, which may be a problem later. I don't know. Becca says you're at 784 for the day so far. You're going for another 1,000 before you stop. Excellent. Padgett says, is it possible to get African sleeping sickness if you have never been to Africa? Asking for a friend. I do not know. Rita says I'm only estimating. Yeah. And I would, except for my handwriting, even over the course of these pages has changed. So I have to kind of, I mean, I could estimate, but I'm counting today. Petra says, I agree. We're rocking the lip. Yes. Bonnie says, my story is practically writing itself. Yay. Decided to use dictation today. Excellent. That is awesome. Yeah, when the story is wanting to write itself. Yes. CB says, I went to look at the cost of ink from your usual supplier. 32 pounds. So is this ink for your printer? That was when we were talking about the toner earlier in the stream, the toner cartridges, and why I choose to buy the compatible ones or the knockoff brand is because for a pair of them, a pair of the high yield toner is half the price of a singular high yield from the actual brand. So yeah, it's like a quarter of the price, a quarter to half the price if you're buying the knockoff brand. And I find the knockoff brand for at least these toner cartridges is just as good as the brand name one. So yeah. Bonnie says the downside is there's more editing to do when the story writes itself. True. Heather says I messaged Mama Maggie on Twitter. Heather says I wish I had a spoon that you could borrow to Charlie. CB says I'm so glad I'm not handwriting anymore. It does become a problem later for inputting it all into one document. Yes. That's how they get you. I'm so sleepy. I don't understand it. Well, you have to remember. Thank you, Mama Maggie, for doing that for us. Hide the user and report. And then one more report. All right, excellent. Whenever the time change happens, it takes a couple days to adjust, maybe a week. So time change happened, therefore we are tired. Charlie says, thanks to Heather, I will just have to try and wash one off. You've tried the knockoff ones before and your printer didn't like them. Yeah, some printers don't like the knockoffs. The brother seems to accept them quite fine. Bonnie is playing catch up, so it's fine. Mom Maggie says I cheated while doing printed edits and uploaded it to Amazon, then ordered the author proofs because it's cheaper than printing it yourself. Ooh, I hadn't thought about that. But that is an option. That is definitely an option. Heather says I am always tired from about 1:30 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which might be why some cultures have that sort of like tea time or the siesta. Possibly. But better. Yes. Yes. Your printer is an HP and it's a pain in the butt. There's a lot of printers that are a pain in the butt. Okay, y'all. It is 3:12. Let me see what we've got going on for the authortube thing for today. Okay, let me share. Okay. How do I do this? Make it bigger. There we go. Okay. So today is Monday. Today is now what it is now 3:13. So Paper Tiger is probably still live. Olivia's Catastrophe started at 2:30. Glory starts at 4, which is in about 45 minutes. Shannon starts at 4. HK usually starts at 4. Caro is going to do a power hour at 4, and Paper Tiger is going to start at 4:15. So you have, starting in the next hour, you have quite a few sprints to go to or pop between. I am not going to be doing a bonus sprint today because I do need to finish counting these, but also I find that when I am handwriting, I tend to slouch a little bit more. So I am probably going to go for a walk to try and work out the kinks in my neck now. So that is going to be what I do. Also, if you did not know, that spreadsheet is what is linked in the pinned comment, so that you can view and use the links should you need them. So yeah, minimize. Okay. Yes, you have a 45-minute break to do the non-writerly things and then get back to it, essentially. Or you could pop over to Paper Tiger or Olivia's Catastrophe if everything is still going, or you could feel free to use some of the AuthorTube timers that don't have copyright music. So like the Googly-Eyed timers or Laura Nettles timers or HK Darkwood's timers. Those are all silent timers with some sort of sound at the end. So yeah. All right, y'all, don't forget to save. Save your document before you go. Save it, take a stretch break, take a sip break, whatever it is you need to do, and have all the fun. And I will see y'all later. All right, bye.